Hello, everyone. And we're back in Minecraft. Be doing some more automation. Cause I want to get a setup for a tree farm so that this can just get all the wood it needs. Yeah, there's a tiny Enderman. just kind of around. I can probably find some way to power the tree farm with the same steam engine. Granted, I mean it's producing 2,048 stress units. I doubt. Yeah, and this is only using like 128 plus however many the... Well, 300 something. Plus however much the probably negligible amount that, like, the belts take. If they take any at all. Since, I mean, they're not quite machines, they're just us to... Again, if they do have a stress impact, it is clearly negligible. I'm thinking back here is going to be sort of the lumber yard. That was odd. Seems I might be experiencing a little bit of lag. Because... yeah, somehow I did not break the dirt. Of course, there is the complication of how am I gonna get... There's the tiny Enderman again. It's got like a chest of some kind. Indling from Toasty's mobs. Apparently they do become aggressive as of like the larger Endermen. I think I mostly installed Toasty's mobs for the animals. Yeah, I've intensely angered this child. Yeah, it looks like there's two of them around looking at the mini-map. I think probably the simplest way is going to be to have just like a device that goes over this whole setup here. And use that to deliver. Yeah, I can't really center the design that I'm going to be using. Because it's not 2x2. It's not going to be too wide. I Maybe I could use a different design. Because it's going to be a lot easier to make this work if it's a contraption. Because then I can use the inventory mechanics for specifically contraptions. To make the thing spin, I will have to have it either be a windmill in of itself, or use a mechanical bearing. I think it'll probably be better to just use this and hook it up to a mechanical bearing. Which is just a shaft, an andesite casing, and a slab. Don't know why I had such a hard time eating an apple. Could be again like the game seems to be slightly laggy. You can probably also use a little bit more storage because my inventory is getting quite full. Oh, the new mods I added apparently changes chests where there's ones for specific wood types. Fortunately, I don't have any mods that add new wood types, so I don't have to worry about compatibility. At least not between new wood types and that mod. Looks like I don't currently have a pickaxe, other than this one. To have a nice sturdy pickaxe. Gotta set that properly real quick. Especially for once I get the wood automation going.
Nip. Chaz, Miyasa?
It seems that... Don't know why the menu just popped up. Seems that one of the villagers has taken up residence in the mine. Need andesite. Might need a funnel for something. Technically, I could build a windmill. If that will make it easier to build this thing. I do need 3 brass sheets. Oh, Minecraft is lagging big time. Like, that chest is just open. Oh, of course, this is the one kind of sheet I can't make. Because immersive engineering doesn't have a concept inherently of a brass sheet. And nether quartz, which this also requires an electron tube, so I need more iron. Which this whole setup is going to be slowly generating me iron pretty much this entire time. I also need more redstone. So I guess for the time being I'm just chopping trees. I don't think I have enough redstone or enough paper to easily trade to get the emeralds to buy the redstone. I feel like I've probably already spent all the emeralds I had from previous encounters with the villagers. It takes like a full stack of wood just to make enough paper to actually do the trade. Because it's like 20 something paper, but you need 3 wood to get enough bark for 1 piece of paper. Actually, once I have sufficient wood, the rest is automatic. Like in terms of making the paper. I still have to go and sell it by hand. Oh, yeah, again, we've got kind of a lag situation. You know, let me see if... It's not really pointing to any specific mod as causing the lag. I guess while that's doing its thing, I can go check and see how much redstone I do currently have. I have 2. You know what? Maybe I could make this a little bit more interesting. I know I've seen a structure that might be villager related. In which case I've probably got emeralds in there. And if I can just loot some emeralds, then that will It'll speed things up quite a bit.
Point nip. Point nip.
Also an opportunity to get a new crossbow since mine's about to break. However, I feel like I should maybe have like at least a full set of armor, regardless of what kind of armor. Or go on a potentially deadly expedition. Which I can sell leather. Don't have any backport for like the copper armor. Guess I could do some caving. Get some water. And hopefully this doesn't freeze while I'm down here. Because they're fighting each other at least a little bit. And that creeper just kind of cleared a lot of them out. Hit one of the zombies. Or hit yourself, that also works. Should have brought a light source. You know, if I just quickly grab this coal. If I had any wood, be able to use this as a light source. But unfortunately, I did not bring much of anything. Cool, I love when the lag is so bad that makes it take a while to access the inventory of my corpse, and I'm being assaulted by a skeleton with a triangle. Yes, good, fight each other. Well, I was able to somewhat weaponize that creeper.
Nigel, Chaz, Miyasa?
least whole setup for the mine. Real good job of being a quick and easy way of getting down here. Of course, there's got to be a third skeleton that's completely uninvolved in the current skeleton infighting. I'm just gonna go back up. I think I just narrowly avoided getting exploded. Okay. There's a good supply of torches. And I'm just gonna go ahead and make even more. Why is this just constantly skeleton central? Like it's just all skeletons all the time. Of course, that wasn't bad enough. Apparently my shield broke. I grab some of these and make a new one.
Nice one. Point it. Nice one. Point it.
I've reached the point of beating up skeletons with my bare hands. Just gonna light up pretty much as much of this place as I can. So I can get all of these nice resources without it being the bone zone constantly. Okay. Don't know where that guy went.
Nigel,
And this shit is why I'm lighting up the cave. Lighting up the cave might also reduce lag because there won't be constant spawns down here. How's there grass here? It's been brought down by an Enderman or something. Yeah, because there's multiple grass blocks down here where there's no sun. I mean, at least the Endermen, yeah, they're fine. They can stay. Because, they are not actively hostile at all times. Unlike some people. You have to give them a reason to be hostile, and then most of the time it's probably your fault. That was just me falling. At least this place has got a good supply of andesite. If I need more andesite, once this cave is more secure, I can just come down here whenever I need more andesite. And the place needs loads of it. I think mostly I'm after here is iron. Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna be on fire for a little while. Oh. Well, at least I wasn't in the lava. So no significant harm to my items should have resulted from that. Big thing is going to be getting the items back. since they're across the lava. And also I have to find where I was. Okay, clearly have not been here. There'd be a lot more torches if I had. You know what? Just end me. You know you want to.
Charles, Miyasa?
Now I can easily just get back to more familiar areas of the cave system, which will make finding my dead body much easier. And apparently I did somehow turn keep inventory on by accident. I think maybe there was a... Like, I seem to recall there being something I was doing with commands for some reason. And I must have fumbled around with that and accidentally entered the wrong command somehow. He almost certainly... Presumably it's this one because it's newer. Here, now it's got a different icon, so they can easily tell which specific red marker. And I'm just gonna break these rocks with my bare hands for a little while, I guess. So that I can just easily get around the lava. Wasn't even really anything of interest over here. I notice how a substantial amount of iron around here somewhere. The question is, where was it? Probably wasn't down here. I haven't been here, or I don't think. Well, here's some. I think I may... I'm going in a little bit of a circle. I may in fact be lost. So probably my best option is to just go up. You know, eventually I'll be somewhere familiar. It might take a while, but I'd say I've got all the iron I really need. Since this was mostly just to make it a little bit faster to get full set of iron armor. Game's kind of starting to lag a little bit. Which it's possible that one of my machines is causing this. If it is, then it's probably... Yeah, I think the iron farm might have turned into a little bit of a lag engine. Which all it would take is for the storage for the raw cobblestone to be completely full. Because if that's full, then the cobblestone's just kind of piling up.
Chaz, Miyasa? Chaz, Miyasa? Point it.
Yeah, the cobblestone
Chaz,
storage
Miyasa?
filled. So the cobblestones are piling up. There's nowhere to go.
Chaz, Miyasa?
So clearly,
Chaz, Miyasa?
I need to get that redstone stuff set up fairly urgently.
Point it. Point it. Nice one.
Because that will help
Nice one.
the machine keep up with its supply of cobblestone.
Point it. Chaz, Miyasa? Nice one.
I probably should actually make
Nice one.
more armor.
Point it.
Because my chest plate's about to break.
Chaz, Miyasa? Point it. Nice one.
I've got 17 iron nuggets down here, so that should help some.
Chaz, Miyasa? Nice one. Nice one. Nice one. Chaz, Miyasa?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to just hope for the best on that. Just bring some food. A bucket for if I need to. easier transportation. Yeah, this thing is definitely the source of the lag. Like, the drill is basically just too efficient. But I mean, once I'm far enough away from it, it will unload. And it will stop being an issue, for at least as long as I'm away from the village. Where did I see that structure? I mean, there's something over here. Oh. Yeah, this is going to be quite a journey. I might as well go to my house and pack some extra stuff from there. Since I will actually pass by my house on the way to, sort of the adventure. Yeah, I was like going somewhere with no villagers. It's actually feeling kind of nice because like this resource pack I have to change the villager voices, it only has like 2 phrases. Oh, actually, I think there's 3. Like, to its credit, there's like 3 voice clips. But that's still not much when the villagers are talking constantly. I think probably stop by my house, see if there's anything from there I want to bring, and then get at least as far as I can in the next 3 real world hours. Probably bring a bed, and so that if I die, I can just respawn right there rather than having to make the entire walk without any of my combat equipment. Okay, that's weird. Like, I think the time actually, like, went backwards somehow. Even though, like, I should be free of the lag zone. Given that the lag seems to be caused by... Of course, it's assuming that the machine is what's causing the lag, which I have added some new mods, so any of those could also be causing a problem somehow. Now it's just walk back to my house before I head out on my expedition. What should be that this structure isn't even villager related? Like, there's no emeralds. You know, just to... Yeah, there's no lag. But yeah, I should be well and away from... was the most likely lag source. You know, it shouldn't have any lag problems right now. Oh, there's just like a skeleton under my house somewhere. Baked potato, carrot, melon slices. Maybe cook up some of this meat. Oh, and I've got a spare bed. Chicken, some apples. Okay, so maybe the lag is not. At the very least, the lag is maybe not proximity related. And there's an ocean that I have to cross, so let's see if I've got a boat handy. And I might as well just take the most direct route I can. And here I can see my waypoint right there. Here, just gotta get on over to it. It's just looking like it's gonna take probably a few days. Took me most of the day just to finish preparing for the journey. Probably would be a lot easier if I had some kind of like mount or something, but I don't think I've encountered any saddles, so interesting. That almost seems like it was land at one point. think maybe they tweaked. Oh, they definitely tweaked world generation. Some point in the last, like, they tweaked terrain generation sometime in the last few updates, I think. On the plus side, this might tell me, hey, this is a chunk where you can find, past this chunk, you can find zinc. And I think there's... Yeah, these are definitely newer chunks because I didn't have Let's Do Farm and Charm installed previously. Well, it's not quite what I set out to find, but I've found a structure. Probably should have brought an axe, so I can easily break through wood. But I mean, I'm kind of surrounded by the stuff, so just chop one tree. Crafting table. Sticks. I got carrots, got some corn, tomato seeds, zucchinis, cauliflower seeds, some books, a buried treasure map. Buried treasure usually has iron. I'm actually kind of close by. Like, I'm pretty sure when I originally generated this world, I had the continents mod installed, so... Of course, it could also be the, like, different versions of the continents mod. Oh, This might end up being a mod I actually uninstall. Because a lot of mods that add new tree types do not play nicely with the Serene Seasons. Between pretty much none of this area seems to be doing the the color change that's supposed to come with it being winter. Okay, I'm not entirely sure if those are aggressive or not. I'm going to leave just in case. So it looks like this buried treasure might be on this shoreline somewhere. No, actually, I think it's a shoreline south of here. Yeah, for the time being, I'm just gonna focus on the goal that I set out to accomplish, which is to explore this tower. It looks like there's a boat. Some persuasion here.
Chaz Miyasa? Chaz Miyasa? Point it. Chaz Miyasa? Point nip. Nigel.
Oh, it's...
Point nip.
Yeah, your boat's taking on a little bit of water.
Chaz.
But I mean, it's not sinking, so I guess they have no reason to be concerned.
Chaz.
Oh, and I'm in a warm enough region that's now mid-wet season instead of... Which I mean, my boat seems to be taking on a little bit of water too, so... Yeah, it's no longer winter, it's mid-wet. What power for bow? Just on this raft in the middle of the ocean. Now, it's just gonna be a lot of crossing the ocean. Because the Condensed Mod kind of makes those pretty big. Yeah, the palm trees shouldn't be a problem because, like, they're tropical trees. You wouldn't even really expect the areas that they grow in to really have a defined winter. Okay, I think this is probably fine because it's from Let's Do. And I know that I have a mod that adds Serene Seasons compatibility to the Let's Do series. Whether that includes changes to foliage based on season, I don't know. I think I see another structure in the distance. Which at least I'm getting a decent number of interesting structures to break up the potential monotony of the journey to the tower. Seems nobody's home. It's just kind of completely abandoned. Which also, like, it kind of feels like the Serene Season stuff could be a lot more dramatic in terms of actually showing seasonal effects, which part of it is just simply that, like, nothing happens in unloaded chunks, so if it wasn't winter in a given chunk when last you were there, it's only going to start being winter in that chunk once you get there during winter. I could also see if there's any kind of tuning thing that I can do with Serene Seasons itself. Just to maybe see if I can amplify the effect of the season somehow. Yeah, this has gotta be like a structure plus a biome. Okay, I'm far away from where the treasure map is supposed to guide me to. So maybe I'll just follow the treasure map on the way back. See if, like, the dot at the top aligns itself with the X at some point. Which I think Crabber's Delight actually adds an entire beach biome. Okay, so here's the structure. Seems there's a little bit of lag. Given how much difficulty I had eating a potato. At least it doesn't seem like the stream is affected by whatever's happening. It seems to just be Minecraft that's having problems. Like, I have not seen, like, outside of the usual little, like, spike in an encoder usage that comes with, yeah, almost certainly the beach biome is at least altered by Crabber's Delight. Which would kind of make taking out Crabber's Delight kind of difficult. Well, since it adds... Well, I mean... the sand itself is... Well, is vanilla. So mostly just like the beaches would become desolate. And maybe not register as a biome anymore. Right, I have arrived at the tower. Okay, so the tower is not Illager related. Judging by the fact that I'm not seeing any Illagers here. Yeah, I'd say it's more in the vein of an above-ground dungeon. Good thing I've got torches. There's a trap of some kind that doesn't seem to have triggered. Or if it did, I somehow missed what happened. Because there's a tripwire here. And there was a dispenser there. Oh, this place is actually pretty nice. Got a bed and a note block and a loom, a cartography table, a stone cutter, a chest. Lots of books. Cauldron full of lava. Okay, the chests aren't really filled with anything exciting. Other than maybe like the glowstone dust. Uncraftable potion. Guess this is kind of like a... like an alchemy lab of some sort. Yeah, I will take the one thing that I can't just easily make myself. Now I just need to figure out where I left my extra bed. Because I kind of assumed this place was gonna be a lot deadlier. I don't think I need birch saplings. Alright, so now just time to make the journey home, I guess. I'll keep an eye on the treasure map while I do so. At least this treasure looks like it might be on land rather than in the water, like the game seems to like spawning buried treasure chests. Damn, I might not have gotten what I set out to get, but I did get something cool. Just a matter of figuring out what I'm gonna do with it. I think there's a structure over this way as well. Okay, it's just a little bit off. Yeah, it's another one of these like sacrificial altars. That because of the way they're representing blood, have a decent supply of redstone. Right, I can just head in the direction of all of my various waypoints. And eventually I will arrive back in familiar territory. I'm not actually at the ocean yet. This just is a river. Admittedly, like having mods that just add new biomes might not even be that big of a deal because I have no idea when I'm actually going to end up moving this world to a different version. Like, I pretty much might as well not even think about it until Create's got support for a newer version, which is apparently going to be 26.1. Like they're just skipping the rest of the, well, like 1.21s. And yeah, since I've put all this effort into making stuff with Create, I kinda don't really have a choice in keeping pace with the current Create version. Right, so if I just head south, I should eventually reach wherever this map needs me to go. Yeah, I'm clearly getting closer. However, I think kind of looks like the dot is at the maximum size. And so I'll only really... Look at it, there we go. The treasure is somewhere on this coastline. I think it's probably on... maybe on this beach over here. Cool. That is fantastic. Well, looks like I'm making the entire journey back to there with none of my stuff. Okay, at least it's relatively close. I mean, like admittedly, like, I feel like a lot of the time, the big difference that Serene Seasons makes is it makes water freeze, and like maybe, like I think the trees are a little bit different in terms of color. Which I guess really, like, I could pair it with, like, resource packs and whatnot. Yeah, similar to how I was using a resource pack to make all the trees autumn colors before. Yeah, I just feel like the seasonal differences could be a bit more pronounced. Which some of it's a limitation of Minecraft itself, in that you can't really do like good looking bare trees. These with the way Minecraft generates these trees by default. Because a default Minecraft tree without the leaves is generally just kind of a pillar. Which, you know, there is a mod that makes the trees able to lose their leaves in the winter, but in an existing world like this, it's kind of a pain in the ass because you'd have to regenerate all of the trees because it doesn't replace the existing vanilla trees. Plus, I've got at least one mod in here that adds new trees. In fact, I've got multiple mods to add new trees. In all of them, either they don't have a compat mod for dynamic trees, and so they'd still be using vanilla style trees, or there is a compat mod, but it causes the game to crash for some reason. Which I guess at least since I successfully got more redstone, that will make things go a little bit faster in terms of setting up the improved pacing for the for the iron farm. Because the entire reason I need emeralds is because I need to buy redstone. If I can just get redstone from other sources, then I don't need to buy as much. I didn't think those things even spawned onto this biome. Because I'm pretty sure they're supposed to be... I'm pretty sure they're supposed to spawn mostly in, like, the... I think the taiga biome. Or is this is a beach and a forest? I've yet to even really see a taiga. You know, that was a big thing that got in the way of making Thanksgiving dinner last year. Because I need these berries and I couldn't find them anywhere. Now I wonder, will this get me any copyright problems? Because it's not C418 who has, you know, specifically given permission that, yeah, as long as you're playing Minecraft, you don't have to worry about any copyright claims. At the very least, you don't have to worry about any copyright claims from the actual copyright holder. Because I have received copyright claims, I'm pretty sure, for C418 tracks, just not from C418. And not from Mojang either. It's like, the copyright system is just so ridiculous at times, like... You know, oh, I should be able to play this song just fine. It's in the public domain. And then I proceed to get a copyright claim for a song recorded in the 1910s. You know, a song that's been in the public domain for close to a decade. And I mean, like, gun copyright claims for music that, like, for one thing, the specific version of the song I was playing was from a video game, which are usually, you know, not counting licensed tracks, usually tend to be fair game because, well, at least, you know, the really good the really kind and not super litigious is development studios usually understand, hey, people want to stream or do YouTube videos of our video game. That benefits us. Let's not set it up to be a legal nightmare. Apparently this random person who did like their own version, which sounds very similar to just about every other version, because how much of a change can you make to Clair de Lune before it stops being Clair de Lune? Decide, I own this. Like, who's Claude Debussy? Never heard of him. I own this. Which also, like when the anniversary, when the stream anniversary rolls around, I'm probably going to be doing it on the new version of Talisman Digital Edition rather than Classic. Because, which this is assuming that it's a completely new OST. Because, I've never received a copyright strike. Matthias Westland has decided to start issuing copyright claims for the Talisman Digital Edition OST. And so, I had to because, like, unless it's one of the ones where it's like, yeah, this is just to let you know that, like, the copyright holder is using our copyright claim system to have an automatic attribution applied, but no other effects are happening. Unless I am given the explicit assurance that, yeah, whether you try to monetize a video later on down the road or not, because, well, stuff that just affects monetization doesn't affect me right now because no monetization. But you know, unless YouTube explicitly says this will have no negative effects on your video, I usually try and clear out any copyright claims or anything like that, just to be safe. Alright, so I've got 9 redstone now. Let's see, I need... I need a redstone link. And a threshold switch. Which requires an electron cube. An electron tube, so... you need polished rose quartz. Which by itself requires 8 redstone. Seems I'm mostly out of torches. So that's 8. 9, 10, 11. Yes, we need 12 redstone. So just need 3 more. So... yes, I can pretty much just chop down another stack of trees, and that will get me the 1 emerald. In fact, I can even just grab 64 oak logs from this chest. And not even have to worry about chopping any trees. I've got 12 pieces of iron. So I'm just gotta make my way back to town. Yeah, I'm not even gonna worry about making sure I've got an engineer's hammer handy, since I can just make one. And when I get there, if I need to. Which I'm pretty sure I've got 2 engineer's hammers, one of which is in town. The other's at my house. It's not my inventory, so must be at the house. Of course, you know, if machines can cause lag if they're producing more than the storage provided to them can hold, then I'm also going to want to do something like this. This for the paper mill. Well, once it's extended beyond just as a setup to where I can put a stack of logs in and get paper out automatically. Without having to sit there and peel the bark off of each individual log myself. Okay, this is just regular wolf, which is not aggressive. Yeah, once this is once this part of the machine is set up, which actually there is one more thing that I will need. And that's a clutch. Which does require 1 piece of redstone, so... However, I should still have... should already have 1 emerald worth of paper waiting for me. At the paper mill, once everything's done processing. And I can trade both of those piles of paper, get 2 emeralds, and that will get me another 4 redstone. And so since I already have 9, that will be 13. Which is exactly the amount I need. Which means that the iron farm is just about ready. Yeah, clearly. I think the iron farm is contributing a lot of the lag. Because as soon as I got close to town, it started getting a little bit slower. Like basically, I've created a machine that is outputting so much cobblestone that is distorting time itself. Okay, so this needs, I think, one more piece of paper. Fortunately, I've got 10 right here, so that's that covered. So now just gotta wait for this to process. In the meantime, I might as well seek out the cartographer. Yeah, so that's one. Seems like the lag is mostly affecting, like, opening menus. Head on over here. Here to grab some extra stripped logs. So that I can easily use them for every andesite casing I could possibly need. And where's my wrench?
Nice one.
Like, I'm pretty sure I had it in one of these chests. I've seemingly been struck blind or something because I don't see it in any of these chests. Even though I'm fairly certain this is where I put it.
Chaz, Miyasa? Nice one. Chaz.
Right, clutch is ready. Okay, so now the big question is, where do I put the clutch? I'm gonna have to put like right above the drill, because otherwise it turns off everything. We make one of these. I'm gonna have to make a couple of them. Now the drill's functional, and it has a clutch on it. Yeah, this thing is definitely causing some lag. Either that or the lag is just heavier because it already has potential to cause lag. And then some other source of lag is adding to it. And just pushing it over the edge when I'm in that specific area. Grab one of these, hammer it. And I just accidentally pressed R, so now the shaders are going to reload. Alright, electron tube ready.
Chaz. Miyasa? Nice one. Nice one.
It looks like a stack is just not enough to make all of the paper.
Nice one. Point nip. Chaz.
Alright, just gonna sleep real quick.
Nice one. Point nip.
And by
Nice one.
some of the redstone that I need.
Chaz. Miyasa? Point nip. Nice one.
And now I just need to find the cartographer so that I can...
Point nip. Point nip. Point nip. Nice one. Chaz.
so I can get my one
Point nip.
last emerald that I need.
Nice one. Nice one. Chaz. Miyasa? Chaz. Miyasa? Point nip. Nice one. Chaz. Miyasa? Chaz. Nice one. Point nip. Chaz. Miyasa? Chaz. Miyasa?
Which, like,
Chaz.
it's interesting because, like, the cartographer does not appear to get any kind of special icon on the mini-map. Wait, no.
Chaz. Miyasa? Point nip.
Jonas was just currently in the cartographer's shop, so...
Nice one. Chaz. Miyasa?
Should be real nice if the icons on the mini-map actually reflected.
Point nip. Nice one. Chaz. Chaz. Miyasa? Nice one. Chaz. Miyasa? Point nip. Miyasa? Point nip. Nice one.
Yeah,
Point nip.
this right here is pretty much like the one thing
Nice one.
from that
Chaz.
tower that I can't make myself, but it's already right here, so I can just come to town anytime I'm gonna make a potion. Alright, so now I've got the redstone. Seems I do have to use specifically stone.
Nice.
I also need a brass casing.
Nice.
Which fortunately just needs brass and a stripped log.
Chaz. Miyasa? Nice. My nip. Chaz. Miyasa? Chaz. Miyasa? Chaz. Miyasa?
I can just put a threshold switch right here. At or below, turns off when it's at or below 63 items. So it should be on right now. In fact, the easy way to test that is just... Okay, game, where's my redstone? I'm waiting. Alright, there we go. So I was gonna have to, like... Okay, that... It is sending out the signal. So if I make a redstone link...
Nice. My nip.
There's a lightning rod.
Nice.
and 3 flat pieces of copper.
Chaz. Miyasa.
So there's a transmitter.
Chaz. Miyasa.
Go ahead and get some sleep. Make an andesite alloy.
Chaz. Miyasa.
Apply it to a log.
Chaz. Miyasa. Chaz. Miyasa. Nice one.
Okay, now where's my other transmitter? Did it end up on the conveyor belt? No. Oh, it's right here. Just gonna bridge across here. It can transmit signals wirelessly. Okay, so it needs to be in receive mode. So currently that should be in send mode. Okay, it's doing nothing. So that's great. Right click while sneaking. There we go. I was just pressing the wrong button. So now once it gets through this massive backlog, not entirely sure what just caught on fire. Like, was it the redstone link, the mechanical drill, or what? Like, since that doesn't have to actually be exposed, I'm just going to make it not exposed. Since it just needs space to get to here to make more cobblestone. And already the lag seems to be cleared up. Now that I'm not producing infinite cobblestone. That is then just piling up.
Point it.
You know, I am instead producing normal amounts of cobblestone. In fact, actually, I'm producing none at the moment. Which I could make this go faster. Or by just simply adding more fans. I do have a fair bit of iron, so... There's something crackling. Okay, nothing's catching on fire down here. There must be something else.
Chaz, Miyasa? Nice one. Point it. Chaz, Miyasa? Nice one. Chaz, Miyasa?
Go ahead and get some sleep.
Point it.
Let me make yet another one of these. Okay, that's just some music. Need more of these. And I've got to make another andesite casing. So I can make for these. I seem to have left all of my buckets at my house. So I'm gonna just make another one. Or I could have just had a water bucket in my inventory this entire time. Just gotta dig a hole like so. Well, good thing I landed in water. 'Cause that could have killed me. That is very much not where I need that to be. Just gotta break that. Place that. In fact, if I can find a spot to put... with these larger cogwheels, I might be able to do this a little bit faster. No, that didn't actually speed anything up. Oh yeah, because I'm moving from small to large, back to small. But I'm pretty sure it's only when you're moving from small to large that you get the double speed. And that's got moving in the wrong direction. I'm just gonna keep it the way it was, because that was working, rather than try and make it faster. And you know, it's already going to be faster because it should be depending on whether the progress carries over between the two. Because like this could be a complete waste of time. If it doesn't track this one starting the process. Well, it works, and it shouldn't, at least should not be lagging as much.
Nice one.
The really big thing
My nip.
is making a chunk loader
Nice one.
which I can either use this type of chunk loader
My nip.
because the main use for the andesite chunk loader is that it can travel with contraptions. I'm not even entirely sure the ponder menu. for the chunk loader is. Oh, here it is. Like it's yeah, because I want this to be constantly loaded so that it will keep processing even when I'm not here. So that, I can go do other things that are not in this town, and it'll keep producing iron for me. So yeah, ender pearl, 4 obsidian, and 4 iron ingots.
Poinip. Poinip. Nice one.
So I mostly just need to go on the hunt for ender folk. Oh, and I'll have to get a diamond from somewhere. Here, since I'm gonna need to... I'm just starving. I'm gonna need a diamond level pickaxe to be able to mine obsidian.
Nice one. Chaz. Nice one. Poinip.
I think I saw some enderlings down in the cave. Granted, I don't entirely know if they actually drop ender pearls like their full-size relatives. Seems the difference in height is also going to make this a little bit trickier. Especially when I don't set my respawn point to anywhere in the village. As a result, I have to walk all the way back over there. It's almost 4, so still got an hour left. That's before, or I need to call it a night. Well, in the middle, I've been kind of thinking about maybe like shortening things a little bit. Maybe ending towards like 4 rather than 5. Because I've kind of got some stuff going on IRL that will be more viable the earlier I can get up in the morning. Particularly while still being able to get a decent night's sleep. And you know, the ideal arrangement for something like that would be, yeah, just maybe like end earlier, start slightly earlier, rather than having to like cancel a bunch of streams. It's because, like, granted, I mean, like, if I start or ending 1 hour earlier, that quickly approaches, just ending, like, quickly, like, effectively, he becomes, like, almost an entire stream's worth of stream time lost. But, I mean, also, like, since I seem to be stuck on YouTube Live for the foreseeable future, and I think YouTube Live might actually lean a bit towards shorter streams just because, like, just because of the way YouTube as a platform operates. Like, I know that, like, I watch pretty much exactly, like, one streamer that is primarily on YouTube Live. And she usually streams for like a couple hours. But also, she has a substantially larger audience than I do, so not to mention just a different audience. And so, like, you know, when it comes to anything of, like, you know, following like following the lead of other streamer on how to strategize something, your mileage is inevitably going to vary quite a bit. Just because of, you know, you're a different person. Like, you know, given that I'm not exactly, you know, making the massive numbers. So I might have to stream longer than a couple hours just to you know, get the old algorithm to actually show my stuff to people. People, I don't know. Depends on how the algorithm works, and only Google employees are gonna know that, and even a lot of them probably don't. Like, it would be people that are specifically, like, involved in the programming side of YouTube that are gonna know exactly how the algorithm works. I'm just gonna kind of